I asked Rabbi Oberlander if he could come in and give a shiur to put design a test. Times of Moshe Rabbeinu, were they selling chametz? When did it start? When did it? What's the history? How does it work? And I want to just give you a shakaya for Oberlander. It's Erev Pesach. Rav's busiest time is Erev Pesach. They took from Erev Pesach to come in to Yeshakayach. So make sure you give your undivided attention.
Like the Mnal said, there isn't a household today's day which doesn't sell the chametz. Now the meaning is even people who don't have chametz, they cleaned out the whole house, they still sell the chametz. Why? They're afraid maybe you will find some chametz over there, so you want to be on the safe side. Now, was this always the case or not? Now, we see in the Gemara in Masechet Pesachim that there was such a thing as selling chametz for a goy. Yeah, but that was Erev Pesach. The Gemara says, Machlokas of Beshama and Basilil, till what time could you sell chametz for a goy? Beshama says, you could sell chametz for a goy only as long as he will eat it before it comes Sovzman Achilas chametz. The time when a Yid could not eat any more chametz, the goy has to finish all the chametz. That means you cannot sell a truckload of chametz for a goy, Erev Pesach, because he won't be able to eat it when it comes the time of Sozman Achilas chametz. But Hillel says no, I have no issue, as long as you could still eat it, you could sell it, and the goy could do whatever he wants. So over there we see already such a thing as you sell the chametz for a goy, but that pashtus means a storekeeper or even a person, he has chametz, he gives it for the goy pays it, and shalom aleichem, a regular mechira, like we sell anything and everything. We don't do like that. We're going to see. But Akaponim does. This is where the thing what we see. If a person has such a chametz, that he could sell it. The Gemara says also a story in Masechet Pesachim that there was once a person who gave a pekadon for someone else barrels of chametz, and the mice broke the barrels and started eating it. So when they came to Rebbe and said, "What should I do? It's Erev Pesach." So it came Shuri Shoina, first hour of the day. Rebbe says, "No, don't do anything about it." Shushnia, Shloshishis, till Shuchamishis, he came to Rebbe says, now go out and sell it on the shuk. Sell it. So we see already a concept that the person could sell, Machlokes Rishonim, if it's for a go, it's for a eat, but Akaponim, we see you could sell, but that is a regular mechira. I sell the chametz, he gives me the full value, everything is fine. Where do we see selling the chametz a little bit like we have it, like we see today's day, is there is a Tosefta. The Tosefta is a braises, which is added up. We know that Rabbi Kodesh, Rabbi Danasi, he made the Mishnah. He took from all the Mishnayos, make a Mishnah. Then there was a Rabbi Shia, which took the braises. That means it's called braises because it's outside. That means it's ready, which Rabbi did not take in, it's not a part of the Mishnah, it is something out. But it's still Torah Shabbat. Then, Tosefta is one of these braises. The Tosefta tells us such a scenario. A Yid and a Goy is, now, again, the two things which are said before, the two Gemaras, we see, I sell it to the Goy purchases, buys it, and Gangavater. It has nothing to do with after Pesach. The first time we see already, selling chametz, and after Pesach, buying it back like we do, we see it in the Tosefta. The Tosefta says, if a Yid and a Goy are on a boat, on a sfinna, they're traveling to Israel, wherever, takes 3 weeks to get there. Comes Erev Pesach, he has all his hana, which he took along because he have to have another 3 weeks. 2 weeks after Pesach, he has to eat. So all that hana mishal chametz. What should he do? Zukt of them the Gemara that the Tosefta writes, it's a Mishnah, not a Gemara. Zukt the Tosefta that what? You could go to the Goy and tell for the Goy, do me a favor, and buy from me the chametz. Buy from me the chametz. And if I'll need it after Pesach, I'll buy it back. Because the Goy also prepared for his journey. So he has also sandwiches, there's also chametz. He doesn't need to eat chametz. So he tells the Goy, do me a favor, buy it for me, and after chametz, if I'll need it, I'll buy it, and I'll buy it even with a profit. So now the goy has an interest to buy it because he could make a profit. Zug the Tosefta, you could do that. You could do this such a thing. It's not a problem. So over here we see already selling chomatz for a goy with the intention that you want to purchase it back after Pesach. But in that case is in a scenario which is a problem, which is a shasat chak. A person is on a shift. He needs to have afterwards. You can ask. Let me. You want to ask something? Yeah. You can ask a little. Let me just what?
Where is the Tosefta?
In Pesachim. Yeah. Maybe I have the. Let me see if I have the exact. No, it's Pesachim. So over there we see already the same thing that basically we sell the chumas in order to buy it back. But over there is a shasat chak. A person is on a ship, and he has no option. He has to live after Pesach too. He doesn't. If he doesn't sell his chumas and buy it back after Pesach, he's basically gonna starve to death. So therefore, we could say that it was only a shasat chak, and that's the reason why he could do it. Machlokes harishonim, if taka it's only b'shasat chak or not. Some rishonim, the bride, the Tosefta writes, he finishes off the story. That means you should make a harama. Harama means don't make. Any man can translate it. What is harama? Don't be deceiving. So machlokes harishonim, what does it mean? Some rishonim will say about shlo ya'ara means you shouldn't do it every year. You shouldn't make a harama in doing this every year, selling the chumash and buying it back, because that's harama. This is one way how you could buy. You could learn. The other Rishonim say no. About shlo ya'ara does not mean that you shouldn't make a buy it back. If you sell it and buy it back every year, that's fine. Shlo ya'ara means that you shouldn't make it that the whole mechira should be a harama dig mechira. It's not a proper mechira. So if them zuk the after you could sell it for the goy, but it has to be proper mechira. But if you make, make the kinyon, if you don't make, it doesn't give you money, whatever, all these things, that's V'yashli Yavar. So according to the Rishonim who say that if V'yashli Yavar means that you should not make a haroma, means that you shouldn't do it every year. So we see it's not poshut to do it every year. According to other Rishonim, it's not a problem. It's only b'shasat chak. But we see already the tour in the Bes Yosef in Siman Tov Memches. That's the Siman, if anybody wants to learn Hilchas Mechiras Chumatz, is Siman Tov Memches and Chas Pesach. They bring down already this Tosefta. So if they bring down this Tosefta, that means they hold and they learn like the Poiskim, which say, like the Rishonim will say that it's not a problem. You could do it. Because you see the whole halacha, there's no mention over there of about shlo ya'ara. The Tur brings it down to halacha. Bes Yosef writes that pshat is as you could sell it. So over here we see already one thing. You could sell chumash for a goy. The goy takes his home. Motzi Pesach, you go to him. You purchase his back. This is what we see. This is a mechiras chumash we saw over there. That time. Fine. So again, we don't do this. Again, today's day is a different mechira. We didn't get to it, how it went. But this is already we see, if a person comes at a Pesach, he has 7 bags of pretzels, 3 loaves of bread, he takes all the chomatz, goes to a goy, sells it for him. Over here, how much is it? Makes a cheshbon how much it is, sells it, or he gives it a matana, and he comes Motzi Pesach, he goes to the goy, listen to me, I sold you the pretzels, are you ready to sell it back for me? I would like to purchase it back, and if he buys it back, so this we see already in the Poiskim that in Torah Bes Yosef that was the meaning. Good. Then came the Trumas Hadeshen. The Trumas Hadeshen is one of the end Rishonim. I would say end of the Rishonim. Right? Bes Yosef brings it down already. He already brings down Mechiras Chumatz, but he brings down. That means he gives another touch. He says, till now, basically, what we spoke till now was a mechiras chumatz that I have, let me say, chumatz for $1,000. I gave it to the goy took it, the goy paid me $1,000, and finished. Or $900, whatever, even a little less, he paid me whatever it is, and he took it and then I purchased it back for the full price. Tremes Hadesha comes and tells us already that now to have such a goy, you should buy it and pay you $1,000, and his $1,000 will stay by you for 10 days. You aren't going to find that much of goy who will do it, especially if you have a grocery store, which you have $10,000 in common stuff. Goy will not do that. They have to give all the money. So there was still a problem. So came the Tremes Hadesha and says, you could basically sell it for a less price. That means you tell for the goy, I have $10,000 in chometz. I'm selling it to you for $3,000, for $2,000. Finished. Now he has the incentive of buying it. Why? Because he pays $10,000 choire, he buys for $2,000, and he knows if the Yid will buy it back, Mati Pesach, he's going to ask as much as he wants. He's going to say, I want $10,000. So he has a good profit. So the Tremes Hadesha already said you could sell it b'duver miyat. For a lower price, for a little bit. You don't have to sell it for the whole thing, for the market value. You could sell it for much less than what you have it. Yeah.
Where does he get that from?
Where does what? Who gets from?
Where does the Tremes get that from?
He was a mechadashit. He says, you made a mechira. I could sell my house, which is worth $500,000. I can sell it for a nickel. I can do with my whatever I want. As long as I make a full mechira, proper mechira, it's fine. That's fine. So this Tremes Hadesha came. This is a chiddush. You don't have to give full. You can sell it even less. But still, what happened? The guy had to take all the chometz, take it to his garage, take it to his warehouse. It was a proper mechira. But it wasn't the value as much as the chometz was. It was a less price, and he took it out. The guy took it to his garage, took it to his house, and that was the Tremes Hadesha which came. That was his. Till then, it started this kind of mechira. Then come again. This wasn't a thing which a standard thing with the Rav did. Everybody went to a goy and made kind of deals. Then came the Bach. There were times that Yidden could not make business. A lot of times during the centuries, Yidden could not make business. There were two businesses which they could do. One was banking, that means ribbas. So therefore, it started a lot of Hilchas ribbas, was a lot of problems. So that's why Hilchas ribbas was sold by the Rishonim a lot of halachas. So they had the banking. That was also one of the things which the Goyim were very angry because they used to lend from the Yidden money and pay interest, and interest bites. That's why the Torah says it bites. It's not that's why such a chumar. The Torah writes the lashon moed tzurich lezur meneshech moed tzurich lezur. That means you have to be very, very careful of ribbas, which because it's a thing which bites. The second thing which they used to have was they had kretschmas, bars, a bar or taverns. Oh, that's the right word. Yeah. So what? They had a lot of beer. Beer is chometz. They have a lot of beer or mashka, whatever. And came Erev Pesach. What should they do this stuff? What's going on? And now, even if you could sell it for a goy, there were two problems. First of all, the goy had to take all the schoire to his backyard or to his rent out a mobile truck, and then he had to bring everything back to his tavern, afterwards. It wasn't practical, and the goyim didn't want to do it, and it was a big problem. It was a big loss for Yidden. So the Bach came with an idea. Again, chometz has to be in the goy's house. That was always the thing. He took it out. Came the Bach and I said, I have a gewaldig idea. Put all this, which basically the stock room, the storage over there, all the chometz are there. Yeah. Sell him or rent him out that room. So basically the room becomes the house of the goy. It belongs to him. He rents it. Yeah. You could rent your house for a goy. It's the goy's house. Now, you rent out you sell the chometz. Benoisav, you sell the chometz. You also rent out the apartment. The room where it is. So the goy doesn't have to schlep it out. And he doesn't have to bring it in Motzi Pesach. And Shalom Al Yisrael, it makes it very easy. Very easy in such a case. because you don't have to take it out, schlep it all the way. So again, it changed already the system, how it works, from a goy buying it full price, then you could give a little less price, but he still had to take it out. Now, come the Bach and I said, no, don't take it out. Sell the whole room, or rent the whole room, and leave the chumash over there, lock it up, because you have to make a mechitza. That's always a klal. Whenever you have to lock up the room, or if you have a cabinet which has chumash, it has to be taped up, and it should say muchal agoy, or any kind of this. You shouldn't be able to you open it and use it on Pesach. So that was the second shlav which the Bach came. The Bach, now the Bach said, sell that room. You sell the room. Now when you sell a room, sell a house, in a way, it is you have to make all kind of kinyonim. Yeah. The Bach holds no. If you sell a house, you sell the room, you don't have to make a kinyan. He pays money, he buys it, and gewartet. But Mechira is with money, it's alles fine of oil.
Isn't that
The what?
Isn't that considered a kinyan?
What? Yeah, but we have a big problem if kinyan kesef agoy works. So that we're going to get to that, huh? Let's get to it. We'll get a little bit later. But that was we'll get to one of these problems the Alter Rebbe came in with this Nekida. In Karke Garde, there's a machlokas. According to the Bach, it's not a problem. You could have it with Mumman, Kesef. The Alter Rebbe held 9, so you have to have it with a star. So we'll get to that. So now you rent out or sell the house, and the chumash stays over there. The only problem is like this. Again, we mentioned before that previous the mechiras chumash was, the goy paid full price, and the chumash was his, he took it away. Then the goyim started saying, I should pay you money, all these things, full price, especially if you have a company which has to sell $10,000 of chumash. So then, as we mentioned, the said, so now we have a different problem. If you sell a kretschma, or whatever, a house, a bakery, the bagel bar, which has chumash, you sell it less for the lower price. That means it's worth $10,000. You sell it for $300, like the Trimma said, sell it for $300. What guarantee do I have that Motzi Pesach though sells it back? I don't want to sell $10,000 for $300. The guy will say, wait a minute, it's mine, $300. Okay, now it's worth $10,000. Pay me $10,000. I'll give you a discount. You pay me $9,000. So I sold this for $3,000 or for $300, and the guy decided he's going to give me full price. So that became a different problem. And it happened. The peasants didn't know how to read, didn't know how to write, nothing. It was a poor goyim in the Chochbal. Nicht alle, but a kapuna besal. So there came a new, so over here we came with a new thing. Now we made something better. You know what? I'm selling you for the full price. $10,000 choyre, I'm telling you for $10,000 choyre. But the guy, why should he give $10,000? He gives $10,000 because, has to take out from a bank account. And why? Because he gains $300 profit for the whole spiel? It's not worth him. So we came to a new thing. We said like this, listen, I'm selling you for $10,000. But you don't need to give me the whole money. You give me a down payment of $100, and the rest, $9,900, it's a loan. You don't have to give it to me. It's a loan. I'm making you a loan. I have a star. You owe me $9,900. So now, Motzi Pesach, if he wants to keep all the chumash, he has to pay another $9,900. Now, if he wants to keep it for his sentimental values, the guy wants to have it, and he says, I'm not giving it back, you're stuck, because it belongs to the guy. It's not, Chilas Chumash is not a joke. I mentioned by the Shia in Bais Moshe, I mentioned that 3 years ago, a couple of years ago, there was a guy who knocked on the door in the middle of Pesach, and the lady opened up the door and says, yes, what can I help you? I says, I want to take some liquor over here. You sold the chumetz for me, it's my liquor, I want to take some liquor. And she got all hysterical, what should she do? She didn't know what's going on. She said, call the Rav. What did I do? So the Rav says, what do you mean what you do? You let him in, you should take, it's his. You sold it, it belongs to him. It's his. Now, Motzi Pesach, we make a cheshbon. What he took, what he sells back, but you can't stop him. And I feel the Rav did it purposely. He sent the goyim probably because people should start realizing it. It's not a joke. Because it's not a joke. It's not a rumor. As we're going to see some points do hold like that. So basically, what did we do? We sell a thing which is worth $10,000. We sold it for $10,000, but he gives me a down payment of $500. And the rest, $9,500, is a loan. Now, Zokah Ulav Mamilva, that's called Zokah Ulav Mamilva. That means it is a loan. Now you have to make a loan. And that's why we have to make a shtar. That what? That he Nishan's going to pay. He owes me. Yeah, that means he owes, Milva, you're correct. He owes me. What? Yeah, that. Yeah, he has to pay back. You have to make a shtar, and alles is fine and void. So now we sell chumash properly, because we sell it, he takes it out, because we sell, or usually we don't sell today, that we rent out the room. It's the goy's room. And in that room, also there's the chumash, and he pays the full price. It's not so everything is fine. The only problem is, over here comes in the Alter Rebbe. The Alter Rebbe has a major problem. The Alter Rebbe holds that when you make a kinyan case in Hilchas Kinyonim, in order that the mechira should be a proper mechira, 100% of a mechira, there's no such a thing as Zokah Ulav Mamilva. That means he has to pay full price. Kinyan Keser has to be full price. You sold a good which is worth $1,000, you pay $1,000. If you pay $300, you make a loan, it's Nishuk and Kinyan Keser. We need all kind of kinyonim. As we know, there's a machlokes of Rishonim. 1 second. The machlokes of Rishonim, which kinyonim works by goy, which we're not. And that's why in our kinyonim, which we do, in Mechiras Chumash, we make all kind of kinyonim. We're going to get to that, Balt. Because but the Alter Rebbe, one of the biggest kinyonim is Kinyan Kesef. You cannot make Zokah Ulav Mamilva Kinyan Kesef. So what do I want? The goy should pay up full. And then it's a real kinyan. So how do you pay a full? The goy will not pay $10,000 for chumash, which is $10,000. He paid $500. Doesn't want to pay the rest. So the Alter Rebbe came with such idea. I am going to have a yid, which is going to be an order of Kablan. An order of, you know what it means, I assume. An order means, you want to ask something before?
Can you lease chumash, sell,
Can lease, it has to be his.
Contract for 7 days,
No.
own it for 7 days?
No. It has to be his own. Loyal Mayat.
He owns it for 7 days, 8 days.
But afterwards it goes automatically.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. No. Has to be, no. You can't do it. You have to sell it. You can purchase it back. We're going to see in the Mechiras Chumash, we say it clearly. Yeah.
Why?
Because it essentially will be.
The what?
Who is the one who says that you should give the guy over years too? Who says
Zokah Ulav Mamilva?
Who says give him
The Bach. Okay. Yeah.
You have to pay the money.
Who do you have to give the guy 500?
Who?
And then if you want
Who has to pay? The goy?
He has to give him the payment of $10,000.
Which yid? The yid gets money. He sells it. 1 second. One at a time. The yid sells the chumash. He has to get money, not pay money. The goy has to pay now $10,000.
To give it to the guy can say you have to pay me.
Why? What are you doing this? You're buying something. When a guy comes in a bagel bar and buys a bagel for $2.59, he can say, "Pay me money because I buy a bagel." Of course, he is making money. He sells his chumash, he gets money. Motzi Pesach, the yid has to pay. Motzi Pesach, then you buying it back, you have to pay money. The person who buys pays the money. The person who sells gets the money. Yeah.
But if a guy wins a shop,
Well, what if it's a guy when you showed us how much of $5, give him $1,000, you buy it back for $500. What the guy when accept
If the goy accepts, that's fine. But Ma'achetais, he will accept it.
Well, it's like a what? Like if there's a guy who gets back, he goes to the what, and they just make a...
Yeah, but when it comes to Pesach, the goy, somebody said for the goy, if his friend tells him, you know what? You know it belongs to you. Don't give it back. Take full price. What are you going to do then? Can't say, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. No mistake. If you make, you avoid the whole Bechira, then basically, you had Chometz and Pesach.
Yeah, but if you had a relationship with the what? You didn't have the relationship with the what?
Relations. The money is money. You can have the best relation. If you can make a money, forget about your relations. People sell their neshama for $1. So again, so now there's a problem. Selling the Chometz, he has to pay money. In order to be Chalakin and Kesef, has to be full money. So the guy doesn't give money, it's only Zakir of a Miller. Zug the Alter Rebbe, moidige Sach. A order means a person which is a co-maker. How do you say? There's another language. A guarantor. So there's two kind of guarantors. One is a order, one is a order of Kabbalah. What is the difference between order and order of Kabbalah? I assume you learned it, Ms. Probably if you learned it yet. Order means, I loan you $1,000, and he is an order. That means, if you are not going to pay me, he's gonna step in and pay it. But I have to go first to you. A regular order has to go to the person which is the buyer, which the lender. So if you lend money from me, I have to go to you. Only it comes the time that you don't pay, I could go to the order to the guarantor. I'm sorry, he doesn't pay me back. Order of Kabbalah is a different. Order of Kabbalah means that I could go to the guarantor right away. I don't deal with you anymore. I lent you $1,000. He's your order of Kabbalah. I go to him. Zamoichel, pay me $1,000. Your order of Kabbalah. Order of Kabbalah means I can go direct to him. Zug the Alter Rebbe. We have now a yid which gives a star. We write, I am an order of Kabbalah to the goy. Yeah? Order of Kabbalah goy. That means the goy is, I sold $10,000 chometz for $500. So the goy owes me another $9,500. The order of Kabbalah writes, all the money which the goy owes you, the chometz, I'm the order of Kabbalah. And he gives the star to the goy. So now when the goy purchases the chometz, Erev Pesach, he gets the chometz, and he pays fully. How does he pay fully? $500 in cash, and $9,500 with the star, which says that the yid basically is order of Kabbalah. So this means he pays fully, because now the yid has no connection with the goy anymore. He doesn't know him anymore. Ich kann dich nicht. I sold it for you, and I don't need any payment for you. Ich deal now with him. But the Alter Rebbe gesagt, when the goy gives me the star of Kabbalah of the rest of the money, it's as if that's worth money. That's money. So therefore, what?
It's like a check.
It's like a check. Exactly. It's even stronger than a check. A check, if it bounces, then guy should go to the Sam Toikis. But such a thing, I always have this person, which basically, so the goy, when he gave me, basically, he paid fully. That's the ofti of the Alter Rebbe word of Kabbalah, because he says two things. First of all, he says you can gemiras das if you don't have a word of Kabbalah, because the yid feels always maybe, gemiras das means he doesn't sell it fully because he might not get the money. But if he has a word of Kabbalah, he's secure. Second of all, it is as if fully he paid the whole amount, and therefore it's so important the word of Kabbalah, because in order the Kinyan moment should be a final Kinyan moment. That's the Alter Rebbe's cheshbon of word of Kabbalah. The Alter Rebbe brings a thing, which he writes, since there are Rishonim which hold that you have to pay the whole money. One second. You have to pay all the money, and therefore the Kinyan case it doesn't work if you don't pay the whole money. So therefore it is he wants to order of Kabbalah. So the Maril writes, the Alter Rebbe's brother writes, that all the Gedoyle Aposkim at that time were looking from where did the Alter Rebbe find such a Rishonim which holds such a thing. We don't find such a Rishonim which hold they have to be full money. But we know that right before the Alter Rebbe's times, it was printed the Shittim Mekebetzes. Shittim Mekebetzes was Betal Ashkenazi, which had a lot of manuscripts of Rishonim, and he made, we have the Shittim Mekebetzes of a lot of Masechtes, and he had all the Rishonim which not necessarily we had, and he brings down the Rishonim. Over there brings down Das Harif, which the last Rif says that it depends if a person is anxious for money, so then the goy has to pay fully, and if it's not anxious for money, nufik v'ayla zizah, that's the Russian, if it's nufik v'ayla zizah, then he has to pay fully. So the Alter Rebbe was choishish that Saf Kesov, maybe we're going into this category as nufik v'ayla azizah, so therefore the Yid needs to get full amount, and that's why he made the Uruf Kablan, that has to be a Uruf Kablan in the middle, in order to make sure that the Yid gets from the goy everything. And whatever he deals, he will do from now on, directly to the goy.
This is the Uruf Kablan, it's like the full money.
The what?
This is the Uruf Kablan, it's like the full, like we see the money that's out there. That's from the Rishonim before.
The Uruf Kablan, this is a pashta zach. Uruf Kablan, Pshat is a... Das ist der Alter Rebbe's Cheshm. Also Uruf Kablan heißt Aibe Kili. Ich kann als Eman, so du mir is das, and that's as if, because the goy gives me the full. The Alter Rebbe wants, the goy should give full amount. How does he give? He could give $500 in American dollars, and he can give $9,500 with a check, which basically a check or whatever, it's a Bitcoin, so to speak, whatever. So the Uruf Kablan is like a Bitcoin or a check, and this is how he gets fully amount, and he doesn't deal with the goy anymore. Yeah.
So why would the guy want to pay? Like, where's your guarantee that you can make the money from the guy?
I don't need. The Yid is going to pay it. The Yid sich mischreiben gewesen. What?
Then it's still the guy.
The chometz is the goy's, yeah.
Yes, then after Pesach, why would you want to pay back?
Why the goy should want to pay back?
Yeah, because the Yid's anyways paid.
No, the Yid, yeah, but now that Yid, which is out of Kabbalah, takes the goy to court. You owe me $9,500. I have a shtar. The goy still owes for that Yid. But the goy, the person who sells the chometz, he gets full amount. No, he has, he takes him to court and then gets the money. Yeah.
Can you pay him back with the chometz?
You could, exactly. You could pay him back with the chometz. And this is what we do today. Exactly. That's why Matzah Pesach, the goy pays back. I owe you $9,500 in money, no problem. Over here you have goods which is worth $9,500. Take it back.
What about those $500?
He owes you $9,500. Yeah. So now I owe you $9,500. He could give back chometz for $9,500, and he keeps the $500. Another keeps the Yid. He says, I need a profit. The goy will do this whole shtick because he wants a profit. So he's going to say, I owe $9,500. No problem. I give you back goods for $9,000. Yeah, by us it goes. We pay for the services. We give him some money. But that's why the guy will do it back. Yeah.
In a traditional situation, why would anybody become an Uruf Kablan? Because it's not even even if the other person has the money to pay back, he still doesn't. You
have a good question. So the question, I'll tell you what his question is. Why should a person be Uruf Kablan? In the end day, if the goy does decide I don't want to give back the chometz, he has to go in the court and he has to fight it out. Take a lawyer. You're right. It's a good question. The reason is why, because usually Matzah Pesach, the goy is ready to sell it back for his profit, which he's going to make. Because the goy always gets a profit. At the end of the day, the end of the day, the goy makes some money over here. So therefore, he not necessarily needs all this amount. He's not going to start tomorrow selling bagel bar bagels. That's not his business. He does it because he knows this whole thing, and he make it long. As long as the mechira is a real mechira, and he makes some money, he's be ready to do it. So therefore, I don't think that there was any time when the Uruf Kablan with the goy had to go in court to fight it out.
I know, but I'm talking about a regular situation, not connected to about comments in general. It's a regular situation about a regular loan. Why would anyone want to be
because I know a person is struggling in his life, and I want to give him tzedakah. And one way to give tzedakah is, and he doesn't want to take. So one way to give him tzedakah is you lend him money, and I'm Uruf Kablan. And if he's not going to pay, I pay. So I gave tzedakah.
Aye.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I want to do it, but the Yid might.
The Yid, we always have a Yid Uruf Kablan, not a goy. The goy is not Uruf Kablan. The Yid is Uruf Kablan. Always have a Yid Uruf Kablan, not a goy. The goy gets the money.
No, but
He's the Uruf Kablan for the goy, but he's
in general, I say.
Yeah.
The guy pays the Yid how much? The guy pays the Yid 500.
He pays everything. He pays the whole whatever it's worth. $500 in cash, $9,500 with a shtar out of Kabbalah, which is where it's like a check. Look at it as a check.
Okay, but why is there any difference between that and when there's no out of Kabbalah?
Because
I can just write a check. If I want to keep my things, I will. If I want to keep the stuff, I'll pay you the rest at the end of Pesach.
that means it's a loan. That means it's a loan.
So why is there?
No, but the Alter Rebbe says, I want the goy should pay fully for the Yid. The goy should pay fully. Pay up front. Full amount. Now, if the goy gives me a check for the full amount, and I deposit my account, of course, that's fine. That's the best thing. If you can do this, means it's the best thing. But the goy doesn't want to do it. By giving a star, which is worth money, because you have an order of Kabbalah, which is a Meschai with all kinyonim, that he's going to pay, so that's worth money.
The art of Kabbalah writes like a star.
Yes.
On the star, he says, I'm going to
And
pay.
I am going to pay. Exactly. Yeah.
If you sell a guy like a whole like store or a house, he's allowed to go in and take whatever he wants.
Yes.
And then he has to pay it back.
He doesn't have to pay. It's his. He doesn't have to pay back. It is after the Yom Tov. I want to get one part. Ich will noch eine Sache sagen. What's doing after? And then we're going to understand a little bit more. We make all kind of kinyonim. All kind of kinyonim make. Kinyi kesef, kinyi chutzer, kinyi star, kinyi stomte. We give shake hands. We do all kind of kinyonim because if this kinyan doesn't work, that I want this kinyan. Why we want to make? Because we want to make sure that there's no way in the world that this kinyan is not a bottle. And we say for the goy, anything what happens, we could fight it out, but the kinyan does not get bottled. For instance, let me finish. We're going to ask afterwards questions. For instance, there are Yidden which are not from La'is Atu. So they sell the chumutz. Yeah? So they sell the chumutz, but they still eat chumutz. So what happens? So we could say, since they sold the chumutz and they're still eating the chumutz, they show that the whole mechira was not a mechira. They showed the whole mechira is not a mechira. Correct?
Yeah.
You can't sell something and then use it as if it is. That's one of the reasons why if you sell a house, the poskim say, you don't have guests. If you sell your whole house for Yom Tov, you're going to have guests live there. You can't. It belongs to the goy. We make it now with the goy that if something important we forgot and we need to take, let's say a person forgot medication or something, that he gives us permission to go in and take it. And it's mamash, not on a constantly basis. If it happens. But you cannot go make, it's the goy's. It's no joke. You sell it for the goy, it's his, yeah? So what was the question? I lost, the what? Okay, so Lamais is Azoi. So we sell the chumutz, keep Matzah Pesach, yeah? No.
We write that the kinyan is never going to be that void.
Oh, so we write for the goy that there's no such thing as the kinyan becomes void. So, going back, we have a Freie Yid which sold this chumutz. Yeah, we convinced my neighbor he should sell the chumutz. Good, he sold the chumutz, but he eats from the chumutz. So we will say the whole kinyan is null and void. This is what happened if you're Motzei Shabbos. I think this week or last week. Motzei Shabbos was in Shul and you saw the Living Torah. There was an interview with one of the things which was about Mechiras Chomutz, and there was an interview with Rabbi Pesach Bogamuski. Shmuel Pesach Bogamuski was one of the old Lubavitcher Rabbonim, which he was a bocher who went Merkas Shlichas, and he sold the Chomutz in town somewhere where he was. And then there was a guy over there which says, for Shmuel Pesach, you're making fun of yourself. Everybody's eating chumutz. Why are you selling chumutz? By eating chumutz, you take of the chumutz, you're avoiding the whole mechira. So why are you selling the chumutz? So he wrote into the Rebbe. The Rebbe tells them you should still sell chumutz, and this is how we do it now. We tell for the goy that even if a person is going to take from your chumutz, it's not the pshat that the mechira is null and void. He's going to have to pay you Motzi Yom Tov. We made the calculations. Yeah, again. We write into the star that Motzi Yom Tov, the goy decides, I want to have all this chumutz. I paid it, it's mine, I bought it before Pesach, I want it. And we mentioned before, we don't sell it a lower price, because we want that you should sell it back. We get full price. So how do you know what's the full price? So Motzi Yom Tov, we write into the star that Motzi Yom Tov, we give him 3 days, till after Motzi Yom Tov. That means we sell it till 3 days after Pesach. Motzi Pesach, we go to the goy and they say, okay, you want it? No problem. Now let's have a professional appraiser. Just make a cheshbon. How much does this cost? How much does this cost? How much does Johnny Walker black cost? How much does Johnny Walker red cost? We make all the calculations, and you pay me the price because you write in. We're selling it kfi hashar. How much it costs? Yeah. So Matzah Pesach, we have to go. If you want something, you have to go make a cheshbon. How much it is? We're going to get the question a little bit later because I want to finish first the old kid. So that's kfi hashar hayishas ulav. So we make now what I with the goy that Matzah Yontav, when you're going to take all the chumas because it's yours, whatever, but somebody took some chumas from it. Yeah, he took a half a bottle of Johnny Walker. Yeah. Now he took the goys. So the goy has a right to make a cheshbon how much he took and ask the money. Because he so to speak, he stole or he took a loan, but the mechira is still not a mechira. It's not the b'shat, since you sold it and you're still using it, that means shows the mechira is not mechira. No, we said for the goy, you should know the mechira is a mechira in any case. And if somebody's going to take it, Matzah Yontav, you're going to ask for the money. It's yours. He took from you. So, again, why does the goy buy it? Because he wants to sell it. Made a profit. You ask for the yid to pay what he took from, but the mechira is still a mechira. And that's why we make mechiras chumatz even from yidden, because at least if he didn't take it, or till he takes it, he's not over val yur val miuta. If he does take it, okay, but the mechira does not become bottle. So what do we say? We make it a cheshbon, a kfi sheyishas ulav, as much as he wants. And he has 3 days till after Pesach, which he could go out and sell all the chumatz because he bought $10,000 chumatz, and he could sell it, and that's why we write the mechiras chumatz a date 3 days later. We get him 2 days later. What happens Matzah Pesach? Matzah Pesach, the Ur of Kabbalah goes to the goy and he says, listen to me. You bought all the chumatz. Pay up, you owe us money. You still have 3 days. You have 3 days, you can take the chumatz and go sell it and make a profit. But you know what? I'm ready to buy it from you with a profit. That means you still have $9,500 which you owe us. And you have chumatz over here. I'm ready to pay you $10,000. Hey, $10,000, and pay me back, sell me the chumatz. The goy makes a cheshbon. Do I need to take all the chumatz, every bottle, and go on the market, and you make $500 or even $1,000 profit by schwitzing around and selling it. I have over here a deal which somebody gives me $500 for everything. I'm ready to do it. That means he has a $500 profit. So the word of Kavlan goes to him and it says, listen to me. Are you ready to sell it me back tonight, for a profit? And usually the guy says, yes, why not? I'm ready. I could make a profit. So what does he do? He buys it back. Yeah. The what?
The God buys it back or the Kavlan buys it back?
Usually, the Lamasa, the Rufka do it. But Poil, they have the Urf Kavlan should be there. But Be'etzim darf man nicht. You could also go to the goy. You could go to the goy and tell for the goy that, do me a favor, I'm ready, $10,000 is my chumas. Now the only thing is why somebody else is not going to do it, because all the chumas belongs then to you. The Ruf buys it back behalf of the oilam. You, or the Urf Kavlan buys back of the oilam. So that's how it works. Matzah Kippur, Matzah Pesach, the goy comes, and he comes on time because you have to make sure that the pizza store has to have warm pizza, that's one of the mitzvahs, esed, the rises, that you have to have warm pizza, Matzah Pesach. If not, you're over of, what's the name of the lav? I don't remember. Anybody knows?
I think there's 2 lavim.
2 lavim. Oh, 2 lavim. So Mamaila, he buys it. So that's the way how the whole system works, that we should make mechiras chumatz. Now all these things, now let me make another thing. All these things by the top of the term sedation, all this was basically a private thing. You go to the goy, you made the whole cheshbon. But by the time of the Alter Rebbe, we started doing, but there would be the times. The time was a little bit before the Alter Rebbe. He decided that most Yidden, which went to the goy and sold the chumatz, does not know how to do. Now, no idea what's going on. I had, matter of fact, right before I came, I had a shayla of a Yid, which has a rabbit, and he has the food of the rabbit is hay, but in the hay there's weissach, a whole thing. So I said, what did you do last 3 years? Oh, I sold, he told me what he did, and it was a problem. So therefore, if a person will go to the goy and make this mechiras chumatz, and he doesn't make all the halachas, you have to know halachas kinyonim, you have to know all the halachas, it's not a real mechira. And then you had all the chumatz which you have was by your rishis, and you were over by your bali mutza. Not only that, now all the chumetz, if it wasn't properly sold, all the chumetz is osir, because we know chumetz overall va Pesach is osir bahno. Osir bahno midrabun. So you could lose everything. So over there at that time, the Tatan from the Behida, in the Alter Rebbe writes, that means it was a new thing. The Alter Rebbe came, the Behida time over there, a new thing. You know what? Stay out. You give her shua. There's two ways how to do it. How we do it today's day was you give her shua. That means you give a power of attorney for the Rav. You sell me my chumetz. You make a kinyan. He fills out his star with his name, with his address, where he has chumetz, and he gives a power of attorney. He can sell it. So the Rav sells all the chumetz from all the people on their behalf. It used to be different. We used to sell the chumetz to the Rav, and the Rav, now all the chumetz is his, and he sells it for the goy. We stopped it. Today's day goes with a star shua. The only thing the Rebbe still did make that way. The Rebbe used to sell for Rav Pekarski the chumetz, and Pekarski sold the chumetz. Not Ashtur. Why? There's a whole kind of reasons with Poiskim are questioning why did the Rebbe, what's wrong with the star shua? It's not too much comfortable. The only comfortable explanation which I heard from one of the Chassidim was the Rebbe didn't want to have to do with the goy. Ich weiß dich, ich habe mit dir nicht kein Business, ich habe mit dir nicht kein Scheiches, I don't know you, ich habe mit dir nicht deal nicht, ich verkaufe für den Ruf, the Ruf should do whatever he wants. But I can say Rebbe'sche Sache. It used to be like this, we used to sell for when do you do such a thing? There's one time when you do such a thing, you sell it for the Ruf, or you give it a present. It is, you have a Yid which travels to Yisrael or to Australia. Now, he's going to sell by me the chumetz, and I'm going to sell it Erev Yontov, let's say 10 o'clock in the morning, yeah, and the chumetz, and that guy is in Yisrael, it's Israel Osebano. His chumetz is Osebano, because he's in Yisrael, or he's in Australia. So he has chumetz. He owns chumetz. So there's two ways. There's one way which, I would say most boys can do that way, is they may have a mechira for a goy in Yid Gimel. A day before, they make a mechiras chumetz. They make two mechiras chumetz. One mechiras chumetz is Yom Yid Gimel, one mechiras Yom Yid Dalet. The people who know they're traveling, sell it give it for the roof, and he sells it Yid Gimel. But then you have to have the goy to come two times the Ur of Kabel. It's complicated. Our Rabbanim, in Slabavish, the minig is, you have a star, and I give it for a matona, or I sell it for the roof. And now, the chumetz is not mine anymore. It belongs to Rabbi Oberlander. Rabbi Oberlander, when he sells his chumetz, he sells it for the goy. So that's another way how to deal with this problem of time zones, which is a difference. So this is the way how we sell chumetz. Now another thing. There are poiskim which will ma'arav the whole mechiras chumetz. That means it's a haroma, it's you know, the Bechor Shor, he had a big problem with this mechiras chumetz. And there's a lot of poiskim which weren't 100% comfortable with mechiras chumetz. And therefore, a lot of Chassidim, and maybe even Yeshiva Shevelt, I don't know, but a lot of Chassidim do not sell chumetz gomer. They make a mechiras chumetz, but that's for perfume, that's for things which is not real chumetz. They don't sell a loaf of bread. They won't sell a piece of cake. Chumetz gomer, they're not going to sell. Because they're afraid, maybe the mechiras chumetz. We, on the other hand, in Chabad, you sell chumetz gomer. Tzemach Tzedek used to sell a bulka, piece of challah, you should have for Matziyantov. Or in there are other chassidim, in Tzams, in Ropshis, other places also they used to sell chumetz gomer. So most of the chassidim did not sell chumetz gomer. Some places did sell chumetz gomer. But the Tzemach Tzedek writes, by us is even better. Because since the Alter Rebbe made it out of Kablan, it's a mechira gemir. There's no arumas. There's no arumas. It's a real mechira. It's no joke about it. And I once read that Rebbe Tzudge Koim Leblin, if anybody heard of Rebbe Tzudge Koim Leblin, he was basically a Litvisher. Interesting. He was a Litvisher, and he wanted to get the Hetamayir Rabbonim, remarry with a second wife because his wife was sick or whatever. So he went around to all the Gdoli Yisrael you have to have Meir Rabbonim. Hetamayir Rabbonim means you have to have 100 Rabbonim should sign on the Heter. So he came to Chassidische places also, and he got in contact with Chassidim, and he became a Chassid, and not only became a Chassid, he became a Rebbe. He was a Rebbe of what? In Lublin. No. He was later than the Chassid. He became a Ishbis Chassid, from the Ishbitzer, and he was the Rebbe in Lublin later, after. His name is Pritzod Tzadik. He's very popular because his Sforim are very deep. He's like Chabad, a lot of into Chabad and Moichen. Pritzadik, he has a lot of Sforim. So he dafke sold Chometz Gomer, because he says, if I don't sell Chometz Gomer, I have only Chashash Chometz, it's in a real Gemir's Das. I don't sell it 100%. But when I have Chometz, I don't want to be over of Chometz. Dafke sold Chometz, you know, I mean the Mechira is a real Mechira. So us, we, Chabad Hasidim, especially when we have a lot of Kabbalah and all those things, the Mechira is 100% Mechira, and that's how we could sell Chometz Gomer. But we have to realize one thing, that we have to, the halacha is that you cannot be, if you have a goy's Chometz in your house, and you have to make a mechitza of 10 tvachim, or lock up in a closet. You have to do things that you should not come to eat it, or to steal it from the goy. So therefore, you have to make sure to tape up all the places in which you have chometz, because you shouldn't come to eat it. But, as we do it now again, mechira is a beautiful mechira. All the chimras, all the things, and we do constantly add on new things to Shlam Mechira when it comes new, maybe you add on, you sell for the goy, everything, you make all the kinyonim, you sell clear for the goy, whatever, by hook and by crook, this is yours. When it comes Motzi, it's not Motzi Yom Kippur, Motzi Pesach, since he didn't pay me, so to speak, is so automatically it goes back the Mechira. No, but then the Mechumas was by me all 7 days. It's a Mechira Gemira, in any case. Motzi Pesach, we buy it back from the goy, and now we can eat chometz, which is sold by chometz. Now, therefore, it's always kedai, when you buy, it's nicht ma'akav, you could buy from a bakery which didn't sell root of kabbalah, but always kedai, you know, in Monty, I used to make a list from all the rabbonim which used to sell root of kabbalah, and I was root of kabbalah for at least 3-4 rabbonim, because I wanted they should sell the root of kabbalah, that we Chassidim should be able to buy from the groceries, which they sell the root of kabbalah. Hotchik nicht ma'akav David, and therefore, I was root of kabbalah for them, and so that's the whole Nikida of Mechiras Chometz and a nutshell. And it's only a nutshell because it's a big sigya, a lot of what to learn. Learn the kinyonim, learn the whole thing. And Baruch Hashem, there's there Svarim, if you want to know exactly Alter Rebbe more, there's a couple of Svarim which delves into Alter Rebbe, all the reasons and all the wording why he wrote. And that's our Mechiras Chometz. And the Mechiras Chometz is 100% a kosher Mechira, and you should know one thing, it's not yours, it's the goy's. And if the goy knocks on the door in the middle of Pesach, he wants to take from the schnapps, which is your father's, he saved it, you know, he brought it from Hong Kong, an expensive bottle, and he wants to take it, you have to give it to him, it's his, it's not yours. Matzah Pesach, you could, you know, make a cheshbon, how much he took, and he have to pay fully the price. Yeah, now questions.
How do you lock up a thing, tape up a thing with the goy?
Why not?
Because you might want to take it.
No, you lock up the cabinet. Everything inside is his. The cabinet. I don't want to go in.
So if he wants to come and take it, he can come and take it.
When he wants to come, when the guy wants to come Yontif, he opens the tape. He has no problem Yontif opening the tape.
If you sell a house, could you take all the other stuff that are not house? You sold him the house.
No, I didn't sell. We don't sell the house. We don't sell the house. We sell the chometz, which is in the house. We don't sell the house. We rent the house. We rent the place where the chometz is. You rent the place, but he can. Yeah, he can take it. You have to pay rent then. Then you have to pay rent. How much? What is the rent? He wants to keep that room for. We'll make a lease regularly. How much is Yeah. I can't hear you. The order of Kabbalah could be the roof. No, because and another thing is interesting. The order of Kabbalah cannot sell his chometz by that roof. That means, if I'm out of Kabbalah for Rabbi Hellinger, I cannot sell for Rabbi Hellinger the chometz. Because, so therefore, no. The Or of Kabbalah always sells somewhere else, and
What's considered locked up for clients?
What's considered?
It's just a piece of tape enough?
Piece of tape is enough. As long as it's on a hacker, you should know. Today's day, Baruch Hashem, there's a nice removable tape which is called Muchal Goy, sold to the Goy. It's a nice thing to do, because at least it tells for everybody it's sold, nobody should take it, and it sells for the Goy when it comes. You see, wherever you see the sticker sold for the Goy, that's yours.
What do you do? Put all the random, they have comments, the Komakim Shuhu.
Soft.
That work?
Why not?
What am I selling? You see, he's going to start looking under my couch for the piece of comments.
Noch mehr. Ich habe es ihm verkauft. Wir schreiben der Star, also mit dem, we sell them this and this and this, we give him everything. other things. There are stuff which the guy would not buy. So we give it to the matana. It's like you buy a big deal. I'm giving you, extras. Says yes. Wird heilig mechira. Says wird nicht the mechira. Yes.
You're allowed to sell like individual cabinets. You don't have to sell like a whole, right?
You could individual cabinet, yeah.
Yeah.
You could sell your lacquer in yeshiva, and you should do that. If you have chometz in your lacquer and you don't want to clean it and make b'dikis chometz, then you sell it. If you don't sell it, then you'll have to come light b'dikis chometz and make b'dikis chometz, or a night before you'll have to make b'dikis chometz because it's yours. If it's a mukim, if you put in chometz, if you don't put in, you mark all year round to put in chometz. It's something else. Yeah.
I make my father my shliach to give it to the Rav. I give my father my chametz, like I'm
yes,
him.
Yes, yeah. You give it to him a maton, and now when he sells his chametz, he sells it's part. It's included. The what? You could do both ways. You give it for your father the chametz, and therefore your father when he sells it is automatically sells it, or you can make a shtar b'chiras chametz. Your father could make it.
Yeah, but when he gives it maton, he's just telling his father the
Yeah. The Rambam says you all Rambam. The Rambam says that matona does not mean kinyon. I can tell you, my hat, I'm giving you a matana. Anything else? Anybody else? A question? Yeah.
Why after Pesach do you have to wait until it gets sold? When you sold it, there's only then.
No, I sold it for good. I sold it for good.
Even if you buy more?
Yes.
If I sold it for good, that means the chometz is, till I purchase it back, it belongs to the goy.
So even if you buy more new clients?
When? After Pesach?
No, after you sold it.
We write into the Mishtar Mechiras Chometz that I'm selling you also the Chometz which I'm going to buy from now, yeah? Let's say if I eat, for instance, people do not usually buy Chometz. The Yid sells it, the Rav sells it 2 hours before sells the Mechiras Chometz, yeah? So who buys then Chometz? But if he buys, he eats it. But let's say somebody got a Yerisha. Happens to be he got pinked a Yerisha. Somebody passes his father, Rahman was not from. He had the Chometz. And automatically, you're Yoirish, automatically. So we write that all the chumash is going to go into my possession. Even afterwards, it's still B'chal HaMechira. Yeah.
Could I go cancel the Mechira in the middle of Pesach?
No.
What happens if
You can't cancel it.
How could you, if I sell you a car, you pay me the money, you could cancel it?
No, but if, let's say, I don't know,
There's nothing that cancels
everything got destroyed.
What is it? The goy loses. The loser's loss. He paid everything. It's his. Of course, he has to pay everything. It's his. It belongs to him. If there's a fire in the house, Rahman al-Islam, and $10,000 of schnapps, liquor, gets destroyed, it's the guy's loss. It's the guy's loss. It's the guy's loss. Of course, it's not a ormas. The guy cannot say in the middle of Pesach, I decided. I buy a car from you. I pay you the full money, and I say, I decided. It's not decided. It's mine. You're finished. It's cancelled. Yeah.
I have 3 questions.
Yeah.
Number 1, do you have to evaluate how much the chametz is before you sell it to the guy?
No, you don't have to. The other Rabbonim, not in Lubavitch, they ask you should write more or less how much it is you think. And I personally would love to do it. Because it gets a more valid, it validates a little bit more the Mechiras Chometz. But Lamas is nicht ma'akev. Clearly, it's not ma'akev. And if you do it like we do it, it's the same thing. So steht klar, in Mazitten kicked around the Mechiras Chometz from the Rabbayim, we didn't do it.
So how do you pick it up?
Because we're right. We are selling it kifi shavia, which is worth today's day in Kingston. That means I'm selling you all my chometz, which is worth, and after Pesach, when we have to sit down and have a appraiser should come and see what.
The Erev Kabbalah never gets a full number. It's just whatever it's going to be.
Whatever is going to be, whatever. Whatever the number is going to be, so the goy is out of the picture.
Number 2, do you have a guy that you sell it to?
I have a goy.
How do you find a guy?
Shimon Helden's goy.
It's
He has a goy or neighbor. You go to any neighbor. You have to explain. You have to explain him the whole thing. That's why I took his goy, because I'm new into town, and now sit with a goy and explain. And you don't know. There was a story, by the way, in Bnei Brak. They sold for an Arab 50 years chumetz, and when he died, his wife said that she wants to bury him in a Jewish cemetery. He says, you don't bury Arabs in Jewish cemetery. He says he's an Arab, but his mother was Jewish. So you have to make homework Yiches. So that's why.
Other people, it was considered gold.
He's a Schweizer. He's a
What?
For everyone else.
You could be Schwarze Go. There could be a Schwarze Go Yidden.
My uncle.
Sure. So what do you say? I'm sorry. Of what?
I have all those 50 years.
Chamish over Pesach. Exactly. Yeah.
What happens? There are 170 years ago, people were allowed to have slaves. Are you allowed to sell your chametz to your slave?
It was really a slave? No, you can't, because the slave belongs to you. If the whatever the slave buys, automatically goes to you. Kol ma shekona evet, kona rabet.